Vectors and scalars, lesson number 9. Vector difference and relative velocity, and few applications, of course. Few other applications. We have talked about this somewhat yesterday, but now we'll start again. Here, look. I told you already, relative velocity is the first example I've given you. Here, our main lesson is this examples of vector difference. First one is velocity of 1 with respect to 2 is v1 minus v2, vector
Minus
v1.
V2, yes, sir.
Or if you wanted, for example, v of 2 with respect to 1, you'll do v2 minus v1. So with respect to whichever you want the velocity, that velocity should be reversed and added to the other velocity. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And we'll come back to that because we already have explained it yesterday as to what formulas to be applied, theta is 0, theta 180, all that we explained. But another example I'll show you here. Look, for example, acceleration, that to average acceleration, not acceleration. Average acceleration will be
Sir, you are muted.
Average acceleration, A average, can be written as A average vector can be written as v2 bar minus v1 bar, that is in our regular language final velocity minus initial velocity by
time.
t2 minus t1, for example, or delta t. Similarly, average force equals vector force, that is p2 bar minus p1 bar by delta t. Here p2 is what? Final momentum. P1 is initial momentum. And momentum is mass into velocity. So whenever you want some change, then you get what you call the vector difference into picture. Okay. So just write down these three. I'll go on giving examples to illustrate the meaning of these ideas. So shall I show what it means? Say this average acceleration only you would like to see. See, a particle has a velocity like this, which may be 10 meters per second. In this direction, you may call it v1 bar or v1 vector v1. Some force acted and we don't know, but the velocity changed like this. in a certain time. Probably this could be velocity of a cricket ball, and you put one bat here that deflected it like that practically. But right now I'm not going for that physics approach here yet, though I'm bringing it again and again, I mean, here and there. For a while, let us look at it in a logical sense only. This is V2. Even mod V2 is, for example, 10 meters per second. And of course, you can say this change happened in, for example, this change happened in 0.5 seconds. Understand? The velocity which was like this suddenly got changed like that due to maybe a force application. My question is, what is the average acceleration? Or what is the acceleration? If you say that's not correct, what is the average acceleration? This is a question. So if you blindly say final minus initial, you say 10 minus 10, 0, you'll say. If you're doing it like scalars, you'll say the acceleration is 10 minus 10 by 0.5. So 0, you'll say. Is it 0? No. Why is it not 0? A force was applied to change the velocity. So force is there means acceleration is there. You cannot say that the acceleration is 0 here. Can you say? Okay. Do you understand this? So what shall we do? It is V2 bar minus V1 bar. If you do geometrically, what you do is keep V2 as it is. Don't change it because I wanted V2 minus V1. So reverse V1. This is minus V1, whose magnitude is also 10 again. This is also 10. So now the sum will be this way. After reversing, if you find the sum, it will be like this. So how much is that? 10, 10, 90 degrees. 10 square plus 10 square under root 10 root 2. Right? So magnitude of average acceleration will be magnitude, because already I showed the direction. If this is 10 and 10, it will be middle exactly. This will be 45. This will be 45. So you can say that the acceleration is making 45 degrees with the final velocity, for example, or 135 degrees with initial velocity. This is the actual initial velocity is like that. The acceleration is making an angle 45 degrees with the final velocity, or 135 degrees with V1. All right. So A average will be mod of V2 minus V1. How much is that? 10 root 2 divided by the time. That is 20 root 2 meters per second square. And the acceleration direction is what? 45 degrees with V2 or 135 degrees with V1. Tell me now. Actually, we are not getting all these things because we are managing all the time with straight line things. Okay. So I'm waiting, children. In spite of the speed being 10 here, 10 there, there is an acceleration like this. Do you follow? Hello? Children.
Yes, sir.
Manasa, are you not there?
Yes, sir.
You're there, okay. Tell me, children, do you really follow this? Hello? In a similar way, can I change the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
One
sir.
minute, sir. 1 minute.
Vishnuvardhan, have you followed this?
Sir,
Suhita?
sir, in the second case, V1 is 10 or minus 10, sir.
Huh?
Here we change the direction of V1 as sir.
Yeah.
Is that 10 or minus 10, sir?
Actually, once you show the vector, the magnitude will be only 10, isn't it? You should not write minus 10. This minus V1 is shown, vector is shown already. So the amount is 10 only, right? Huh? Hello, the length is 10 only. Why should you write minus? Because already I'm showing this is minus V1 bar, right?
Sir, then you wrote for V2 as minus 10 in the second figure.
No, I did not write minus 10. I was saying this is 10. Maybe that's a pointer there. No, minus 10. This is 10 like that I was showing.
Okay, sir.
Suhita,
Yes, sir.
vector, when you write in algebra, minus you should be better. But only when the magnitude is written and the geometry vector is shown, why should you write minus 9 there? It's not required and you should not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then children.
Sir, is it minus 10 I cap plus 10 j cap?
It is when you write in vector forms. Since I did not go for that, I did not use that. Okay. When you write in I cap form, you'll write minus 10 because that's a vector. Okay. Now this 10 is a number, right? I will be coming back to that IJK later. I'm just focusing on one idea at a time. Guru Charan.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, later it becomes even more easier, but deliberately I'm following the geometrical approach to get you visualization. If you write in IJK form, it looks easier, but you don't see where is the particle moving or where is the acceleration direction, all that. Okay. So the velocity is changing like, do you remember, do you now believe that the difference in velocities is not zero here? Difference in speeds is zero, not difference in
Yes, sir.
velocities. That part did you catch? Tell me.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So what the message, whatever is intended should be going to you. Otherwise, you'll only catch what is comfortable to you and leave the apparently difficult thing. Though that's not difficult. Now, I'll go for another example. The same example I'll convert into something else. Say a cricket ball. I don't remember the mass of it. Maybe 100 grams shall I put? That is going with some, say, 20 meters per second. And a batsman, probably a square cut or whatever, puts a bat like that, hits the bat and comes back exactly like this, you think. The speed is just not changing, right? And the ball was in touch with the bat for 0.2 seconds, for example. The question may be, find the force applied by, average force actually. Force in brackets I'll write. Applied by the bat on the ball. I'm not saying the batter. Okay. You know, the force is directly applied not by the person. It's applied by the bat. Bat is in touch with the ball. To develop that force, the fellow will apply some force on the bat where he has the grip. Okay. Hello. So don't say when I said force applied by the bat, don't say no, bat is not applying the force, person is applying the force. Don't say. Do you follow? Hello. Children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ball is in touch with the bat, so this bat is developing a force. Of course, to develop that force, person applies force at the bat. That's a different thing. Now, F average is, just now we wrote P2 minus P1, final momentum minus initial momentum by time. So what is the initial momentum, children? It is in this direction, right? P1 is how much? 100 by 1000 in kilograms into V, 20. How much is this? 0.1 into 20 is 2, right? Hello. And what is the final momentum?
Yes,
It's like this. How much is that? Once again, 2 with the units, proper units. Now, how do I get the force? I should find out this P2 minus this P1 I should subtract. So what should I do for that? I'll keep P2 as it is. P1 I'll reverse because I want P2 minus P1. This is minus P1. This minus P1 magnitude is also what? 2. P2 magnitude is also 2. So don't write minus 2 there. So net after reversing, add it. How much is this?
2 root 2.
2 root 2, right? So the force F average will be, magnitude of that will be mod of P2 minus P1 by T2 minus T1. So 2 root 2 is a momentum change, right? By time 0.2 seconds. So how much is this?
10 root 2.
Newtons. So this is how you calculate the change in momentum, vector momentum, basically. It's not going to be scalar. So Gurucharan, after IJ case, we'll still do that, Gurucharan, don't worry, but subtraction is very important. What happens in IJK approach, in the beginning we follow, we will write simply P1 equals some 2I bar, P2 equals minus 2J bar, you write, P2 minus P1 minus 2J bar minus 2I bar, you write, which of course, if you knew, you'll put this way and check it. So if you don't want to look at in a geometrical sense, this doesn't give you any physical feel there. Unless after writing this, we'll say, okay, my 2 is minus down this way, 2 is this way, so the net force is this way. All that you should visualize. Okay. So right now I'm not doing, because maybe he knows IJK, so he's talking in those terms. So right now, let us just stick to only geometry, because geometrical approach is the most important approach at this level. And when you go to higher levels, you'll probably remove the geometry and follow the algebra there, once you understood what that algebra represents. So can I continue, children? So vector difference I have applied for change in velocity by time, that is acceleration. I applied for change in momentum by time. And yesterday I talked about relative velocity. So I'll go back again to relative velocity to make you that reversing and adding as a habit, mind habit. But now you need to answer. I'm not going to show because I've done my side already. Tell me, should I change?
Yes, sir.
So I'm continuing, children, to the other page. Moksha. I want you to write, okay, children.
Yes, sir.
Vishnuvardhan is not there today. He's not there. Okay. Now, look at this. 2 ships. I don't give the figure, because if I give figure, that will be giving you half the problem. I'll put it in words. 2 ships. X and Y move in perpendicular directions. with equal speed. Okay. X is moving towards east. Okay. But for Y, X is moving towards east side or moving towards north. Let me see. X is moving towards north. But for Y, X is appearing to move. See, when I said appearing to move, don't think it is wrong. It's correct only. Appearing to move towards X is moving towards north, I told you, right? Towards northeast. So where is X moving? Sorry. In what direction Y is moving? I don't want you to jump to an answer without thinking. Just think about that carefully. In what direction is Y moving? Instead of jumping to an answer without thought, because there are only two answers possible there. See how we apply the idea of vector difference to the relative velocity. So I want you to try it, and I want you to start setting up the question more than giving me an answer directly. Gurucharan, tell me. Don't tell me the answer directly, okay? Gurucharan.
Then what I should say, sir?
Huh?
What should I say?
You raise your hand, no?
Yes, sir. I raised for answer.
Answer you raised. There are only two, so I don't believe in that. Choosing an answer between two. Anybody else? Hey, Sai Ganesh, tell me.
Sir, like you gave 90 degrees, no, sir, making an angle of 90 degrees. No, sir.
Initially, right. So should I draw the
So,
picture? Tell me.
yes, sir. You gave X in north direction.
X is already going towards north.
Yes, sir.
So that X's velocity, you can say some V, mod V.
Okay, sir.
This is V of X. Okay. That may be some 10 or mod V. Some speed is V. Then
both ships are moving in like
90 degrees.
90 degrees. So other ship.
Y should move either way. Y should move this way, or
Yes, sir.
can move this way.
To the west, east.
So that's why I was not accepting the answer, because only two answers are there, no? So I don't want you to give the answer by choosing one of the two without much thought. Come
Sir,
on now.
Like from observing from
Y.
it is northeast.
Which one? X.
X. Yes, sir.
So that northeast is the relative velocity, right?
Yes, sir. So it should be between X and Y, sir.
No, that is the resultant of velocity of X and reverse velocity of Y. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is the relative velocity. Okay, this is V of X with respect
X and X
Y.
with Y, sir.
If it is here, this is the resultant of X's velocity and reversed velocity of Y. That means if the velocity of Y had been like this, if you reverse it, it will be minus Vy.
Minus Vy.
This is the resultant of these two will be this. So the actual direction is towards
west.
So this kind of an explanation I want. Otherwise, the moment there's some difficulty level is increased, you won't be able to do.
Okay, sir.
Northeast, no? Because V and V, this will be 45, this will be 45. So this is east, this is northeast.
North, yeah.
So relative velocity is the resultant of what? Reversed velocity of the observer and the other velocity, observed velocity.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? A person standing here on the ground, says X is moving this way, Y is moving this way. But Y says X is moving that way. You know, this fellow says X is going north, X is going north, Y is going west. But Y himself says that X is going this way. This is what you mean by the relative velocity. A very, very simple question I mentioned. So, Vignesh, tell me. Or Gurucharan. So those who did not follow, ask me. Because if you followed this, I'll just slightly increase the difficulty level of the same problem. What, Gurucharan?
Okay, sir.
And others? Vignesh,
Understood, sir.
Abhinav,
Understood, sir.
Enoch.
Yes, sir, got it.
Then will you try a new question?
Yes, sir.
Then I'll believe that you really followed. Of course, it's not that if you get every answer, but at least are in a position to start setting up the thing. Remember, children, many a time the mistake children do, and even the teachers push them to do towards, is you forget that how a particular teacher started a problem, and after that you start following. Like it was like this, I reversed it. So this details you will follow, and you think that's following. No, actually the details you should do on your own, the manipulation part. But how to set up a question for solving. So that is actually the difficulty in physics. Okay, now I'll go to the next question. Same ships question only. I'll give two ships, X and Y, are X and Y are, for example, 4-kilometer apart. Okay, X is to the just a minute. Y is to the west of X. Y starts moving towards east. Y is to the west of X, I told, right? Okay, Y starts moving towards east with 8 km per hour, and X towards the south with 6 km per hour. What is the closest distance of approach between them? Deliberately, I just increase the pitch for a while. What is the closest distance between them? Something more than what you already know. But don't worry, just see if you can set up the question.
The closest distance means after 1 hour.
Huh?
you told in the question the closest distance, no sir.
What is the closest distance between them? Yes.
After traveling for 1 hour, like continuously they are going.
Closest distance will be only for a particular time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So there's nothing like 1 hour or anything. No, if you can, what you call geometrically represent it, the picture you can represent, then life will be easy. I'm looking forward at least for that to happen.
Sir, is it 3 answer? 3 kilometers.
Huh?
3 kilometers. I tried geometry.
Let me see what Gurucharan does. Shivacharan, Gurucharan, and Takshil. Sriram, are you there? Sriram, you're not there? Sorry, Aman is coming now. Come on, children. I'm waiting. Hello, Inak.
Yes, sir.
So, Vignesh.
Sir, even I am getting 3 kilometers.
Okay, I'm not really worried about the answer. Even I don't know. Let me see. I'm asking you, how did you do that? What is that thing you are trying to do? Guru, tell me.
Sir, I drew the figure, so
Just tell me, how do I draw it?
I took 2.4 kilometers apart from each other.
You okay? Where will I put X here?
X is
sir.
on the right side.
Yes, sir. Right.
Here, this is Y.
Yes.
Right. Then,
Y is moving towards X with 8 kilometer per hour.
so I'll draw a different, here itself I'll draw the velocity diagram. Okay. But remember, velocity diagram is 8. It may not be covering all this. So it may be 8 like this, or a little longer I'll put, so that it looks to the scale. So this is 8, did I say, Gurucharan? 8. So this is 8 kilometers per hour. And X is going towards
South with
south.
6.
So this is the situation. Everybody, listen. Now after that, what? Gurucharan. This is a picture the question first. The first step in the physics problem is that picture the situation. Now after this, what shall we do? Guru.
We have to make Y go to the initial point of X.
Initial point of X. Why should you make it go? You mean to say separately here, Accept. You want to parallel transport the vectors. That's what you're trying to tell? Huh?
No, sir. In half hour, the y will be near x position, no, sir.
But
From
that
there,
way
the
you
shortest
lost.
distance.
That way you lost the game because you are deciding that you should go to X position, then that will be shortest something. How can you say that is shortest? No. Look, I'll tell you what it means. Let us take some time to understand this. I'll give enough time for you. Look, this is a 4 kilometers distance initially. So X is here initially, right? Sorry, Y. X is here. So the distance between them is 4 kilometers, right? Now Y comes here. Vishnuvardhan, where are you? Just now you came in Y. So this is X, Gurucharan. So the distance between them is this one, right? Huh? Hello?
Yes, sir.
And X is somewhere here. Y is somewhere here. So this is the distance between them, right? X is somewhere here, Y is somewhere here. So this is the distance between them. Like that, somewhere the distance will be minimum. Tell me. This is only a velocity, Gurucharan. That's the reason I did not cover it full thing. Just at this point, the velocity is 8 km per hour, instantaneous velocity. At this point, 6 kilometers per hour. So every point we need to keep covering. So that is, you understand, this is Y, this is Y, this is X, this is X. So the distance is like this changing between them. So all this is when I watch from outside. Guru Charan, tell me.
Yes.
So what you thought was not correct. But tell me whether you understood what I told here. I don't know at what time they are coming closest. Guru, Vishnuvardhan and others. Hello. So it can be done in 2 ways. Just deliberately increase the level slightly because to give you a taste of physics. It can be done in 2 ways. Those 2 ways are the 2 reference frames, basically, nothing else. I'll go to the next page. Since Gurucharan was talking like that, I'll do it from outside only. Starting on the ground frame only, we do it. Initial distance is 4. Right. So in a time t, how much does the fellow cover? 80.
80.
In a time t, how much this fellow will cover?
60.
60. So what is the distance between them? This is 4. So this distance is how much? 4 minus 80. This is 60. Hello. This L is the distance between them. Do you agree?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Are you following whatever I'm saying? Vasisht.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This fellow says Y is here, X is here. So he's watching both of them. All right, children. So what is L? Could you tell me? Quick. What is L? Hurry. Pythagoras theorem. Isn't it?
Sir, you're on mute.
Yeah. L is a function of time I got. For L to be minimum, those who did not attend this class, don't worry, because I'll do another way which is easier. Minimum dl by dt should be 0. Okay. Some people were there when I did maximum minima, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
So others who did not know this, don't worry, because we go for the relative velocity idea, which makes it easier. Since that fellow started like this, I just was doing like this. I took a risk for doing it now. So how do you find out dl by dt, Vasist? This is a root function, right? So
Yes,
1
yes.
by 2 root 4 minus 8t whole square plus 60 whole square, right? Into derivative of this inside. 2 into 4 minus 8t to the power 2 minus 1, and 8 is minus 8. Plus, for this, 30 60 square, no?
12t.
Huh?
12t.
This is 30 60 square. So 36 into
Yes.
2t. All this is equal to 0. So those who did not follow the whole calculation, just simply don't worry. So what do I get? Minus 16 into 4 minus 8t is equal to what? Hello? Is this okay? So what do I get? 64 minus 16 into 8. How much is that?
144.
120?
128, sir. 128.
128. I'm sorry. 128t is equal to minus 72t. Isn't it? Sorry, no minus. So what do I get now? 64 by, how much is this? 128 plus 72. 200?
Yes.
This is t. How much is this? Simplified.
8 by 25.
8 by?
25.
That cannot be simplified further. Maybe. 8 by 25. Okay. Now this 8 by 25 you will put here to get the minimum. L minimum equals 4 minus 8 into 8 by 25 whole square plus 60 whole square. 6 into 8 by 25 square. We'll get something. Deliberately, I wanted to show this because there are all the time few ways of doing physics problems or any problem, and we need to go for a shorter one, smarter one. But this is perfectly all right. Remember, only thing is people should have known this differentiation, which I've taught for some of you already. Okay. So I wanted you to feel, come on, so much we need to do. Then we'll make it easier by going to the reference frame of, say, y or x. Complete it anyway. Even if you did not calculate L minimum, don't worry. I'll calculate L minimum in a simple way in the next method, after which you can compare them and check. Okay. So Guru Charan, do you know differentiation somewhat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issue. So this one, you will calculate and get it. I've done everything in the most elaborate way. So this equals 0 means only this numerator we make 0, right?
So why is it plus 72t? Isn't it supposed to be minus 72t?
Here, no? No, this is already a minus sign here. I brought it that side. This became minus, right? This minus is there, right? Huh?
Oh, right. Yes, sir.
So now, are we ready to do it in a simpler way? So if you have a calculator, just use it and tell me the final answer if you don't want to waste time in calculations. But even that is important, you know, there are numericals in the exams. Come on, children. The sum which is looking slightly lengthy and somewhat difficult. It's not difficult actually. Later, after 2 months, you may not feel this is difficult, but right now it looks so much we need to do. Which now can be done with the idea of relative velocity in a very, very simple way. Here, he is watching both of them. Now, we shall do something else. Can somebody give me the numerical answer as well? Vasist? And the other fellow, what
Sir,
is it?
2.3. Sir.
2.3 something. 2.4 you will get approximately. Kilometers. 2.3536 like that you get, you say. Huh?
Yes.
Now, may I continue? You know, we did the problem in the ground frame. In the ground frame. Okay. We did the problem in the ground frame. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll go to the other one, which is very nice to look at. Look, this is 4 kilometers. Don't mix up the vector diagram with the distance diagram. I'll tell you what it means. You know, I'll draw it separately. Actual velocities were here, right? This is x. X velocity is how much? 8. X or y? This is
Y is 8. Sir.
y is 8. X is
6.
6. That actually somewhere else this one, but I'll just move them parallel to themselves so that I get a triangle or a rectangle. Okay, triangle is enough for me. I'll keep this 8 as usual, but 4 I'll bring like this. Have any problem with this?
Sir, 6, sir.
Sorry, 6. I'm sorry. So 6. This is whose velocity? X's velocity. This is y's velocity. 8. Now let X watch Y. So what should I do? Reverse X velocity. Do you follow? Hello. Velocity of Y with respect to X will be what? Velocity of Y minus velocity of X. So X's velocity I reversed. which actually means that X is feeling to be at rest. Now, how does Y move? How does Y move? Now, along the relative velocity direction, this one. How much is this? 6. I'm not writing -6, Suhita. This, when I'm showing the vector here, just magnitude enough. This is 8. This is 10. Hello. That means for X who is here, Y is going like that. With what velocity? 10. Hi. Now, when is it the closest distance? X is at rest here. Y is going like that with 10. So the perpendicular distance is the shortest distance. Isn't it so? This is not shortest. That's not shortest. Huh? So I'll remove this. So I should find out the distance, basically. Okay. But remember, what is this angle? Sine theta. Here. Sine theta. Why sine theta? Tan theta here I can take. Huh? Tan theta equals how much from here?
3/4.
3/4. The same theta will be there here also, no? So call it X.
$2.5 something.
Yeah. Now 3/4 is equal to what?
X/10.
X by 10. Isn't it? Hello. What do you say? Am I writing properly? This is 6/8, right?
Yes, sir.
So how much is this now? Something went wrong. Just a minute. Here I wrote tan theta. This is or sine theta 6/10. Sine theta X. This is the diagonal. No? Sorry. This is the diagonal here, right? So here sine theta, let me write. Sine theta is 6/10. Here sine theta is X/4. Come on, children, this is 90 degrees. So what should I write? 6/10 equals no differentiation, nothing. But we need to make that leap in our imagination. And you make here we did not get time at all. You can calculate time now. This is X, this is 4. So how much is this distance? Tell me. This is going with 10. So 10 into t equals 4 square minus x square. This is the diagonal, children, here. This minus this is that, isn't it? So 10 into t equals, tell me, 16 minus 2.4 whole square under root. You'll get t like you got there if you want it. T later you get.
10.24/10.
So look at the whole situation. But it takes a little effort to understand whatever I was telling you. Somebody watching from outside and looking at y going this way, x going this way is equivalent to x standing here and y going that way. Do you agree that idea? And therefore, the perpendicular distance is the closest distance. It will be actually, look at that and this you can reconcile with no issue. Look, I told you already, x was going this way, y was going this is the closest. No, this is only we are doing actually. But since both are moving for x, it will be like that, as if y is going that way. So the physics part is important, not only the maths. Maths you need to catch and do it again once again in future problems. Just doing it from the reference frame of X is going to be easy. It reduces so much calculation, right? From here to here, check it. So I just deliberately increased the level. I wanted to show you like what is in store for us if you people are a game for it. I will not hurry, but definitely it will be challenging. Okay. Aryan?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, do you follow this?
Yes, sir.
You can, if you did not follow also, don't worry, just look back at the things once again, because these things keep coming again and again and again. The whole first year mechanics is, it's not only a subject called physics, but it's a particular culture of learning that I'll try to bring in.
Okay, sir.
So it takes time. So Guru Charan, you became quiet. Vignesh, Guru Charan, all of you become
Sir,
quiet.
T is 1.02.
No, you'll get same time like what you got there, right? You cannot get anything else. Whatever time you get there, you should get here also, right?
Yes, I do.
You will get. You want me to tell how much is that? Yeah, that answer will follow, but Guru Charan, before that, I was asking whether you really understood it.
Yes, sir.
That one, this one, both.
Yes.
This is 16 minus 5.76.
Yes, sir.
So how much is that?
10.24.
10.24 under root is 10 into t, isn't it?
3.2, sir, T is.
Remember what?
10.2 for root is 32. No, 3.2.
3.2, na? No, I think slightly different. By 10, you get 0.3. Like whatever you got there, you'll get here. I'm trying to tell you. What was the time here? 8/25. So similar times. Similar means like same time you should get there. You'll get it. Here we got the closest distance for time first and then closest distance. Here we got closest distance first and time later. Tell me. No, did you understand the whole setup? Like relative velocity, the physics part of it. Like one goes this way, the other goes this way, but for him it goes that way. That leap in thinking is now expected. So, all right. Tomorrow, of course, there's no class. Hello, children. And Monday also, actually, I don't know. I'll be traveling. If there is opportunity from there, I'll take. Otherwise, Tuesday.
Yes, sir. It's time is same, sir. 0.32.
You'll get it. Inak and Guru Charan and others. Have you really understood this one, or is it troubling? The whole idea of reversing and adding. I was not just believing, depending on only just V1 minus V2. I was telling you reverse and add. That phrase is very, very important and makes many problems so simple and nice and exciting. Okay, then I'll be closing it for today.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if the Y ship was moving towards west, then we would take the that diagonal towards northwest, no, sir?
Like if y was moving like this, you meant to
Yes,
say,
sir. Yes, sir.
and x is still moving this way, you said, no?
Yes, sir. Down.
So you put it like this, yes, it will be like that.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Very, I mean, it's a rule. It just doesn't go wrong. Whoever is watching, that fellow's velocity reverse and add it to the other one. So you will get the
Okay.
relative velocity.
Yes, sir.
More than that, adding, I mean, in the same direction, add, I mean, subtraction in the opposite direction, adding all that. That's not the basic. That's a particular case. But the basic is this. The trick is this: reverse and add. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So like this in physics, there are few ideas, believe me. But to feel comfortable with them, it takes time. But after that, there's nothing to remember, mug up, nothing in physics. Okay.
Sir.
I
Sir,
shall close. Yes.
And also like from July 1st, there are hybrid classes, no, sir. Sir,
Huh?
like we'll like if we come to college, we will be attending classes from college, no, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, like should we should we come with mobile data or is there Wi-Fi in college?
Mobile data you should come with,
Okay, sir.
because Wi-Fi will be a trouble. It's there, but it may not work, and people don't pay. So I don't want to just make them feel okay.
Okay.
So no, we got good line, but for so many people, unless people pay, it won't. You cannot do that. So instead, have the mobile data, and then you can connect it to your laptop if you want, or whatever you want. Huh?
Okay, yes, sir.
But I'll tell you all that things. I'll tell you. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, children.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.